Kenny, 2 cup wins in a week. Reflections?
Yeah, I'm pleased to get through in both competitions. It's terrific. We have a home draw in the next round of the FA Cup, which is excellent. And then as we creep towards the latter stages now of the EFL Trophy, we all know what a great day the final was last year. So pleased to get through anyway. And although there's been a lot of travelling and for the group coming straight after Christmas, it is quite a test definitely. We've come through it well and. If you're winning games, you don't get tired. That's what I always believe. So put everything into it, try to win, whichever the competition is, get as much momentum as possible, and hopefully those things can help us for what is our priority. There is no doubt about that, the league. And we're like many clubs like that. And this Wimbledon game is an absolutely massive game now, and we have to make sure that our group are ready, both mentally and physically. They will be, and not just give Wimbledon every respect, but make sure that we lift our performance as high as we possibly can to really put on a performance and get the 3 points. Because while we're talking about it being an open division, and it is, and we're one of the sides, and one of quite a number of sides that have a good chance of getting one of those three promotion places, we're the ones that have to be consistent and get that run. We're capable of it.
Been a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde period, hasn't it?
Yeah, at times we've if you're looking overall, there's been more good than bad, and Accrington really stands out in terms of a performance of being, we were off it. But similarly, credit to the players. One or two people who hadn't played, who moved positions during that particular game, have come through that and put on good performances since then. And that's always a test in football. If you have a bad game or a bad time, what do you do? How do you turn that around? So there's a lot of character in our group, I feel, and a lot of determination, and that always encourages me. And you do judge people when things go wrong, and can you get back and get back quickly? You need to. And so for us anyway, after that particular game, we were good. MK Dons just didn't go for us, and it was one of them where we had the majority of it and had a hell of a lot of that game, but couldn't turn that into the goals that we needed, and the goals against were frustrating. But then, them to a side, if you're looking at an overall period of a couple of months, there's a lot of wins in there as well, and a lot of good attacking play, and some absolutely crucial performances. Want to build on that anyway if we can, and as I said, vital game at the weekend, and we have to do everything we can, respect the opposition always, respect the game, do everything we can to win, make sure our performance right from the off, from the very first minute to the last, is a top class one.
You've got a bit of a goalkeeping conundrum at the moment because neither has put a foot wrong, have they?
No, we have two good goalkeepers. I have said that, right the way through, and Alex has come through as you always want to with the youth policy, and provided good competition for Craig, and that's exactly where we want it. If we can get every department where that particular standard is now, that will be great, and that is our aim. For whichever player plays, we don't think either one will let us down.
Do you know which one you're going with?
Yeah, obviously I do, and in terms of the team, we are now at Thursday afternoon. We're sure of the side that we'll put out on Saturday, definitely, and in terms of the goalkeeper anyway, whichever one that plays, I have confidence in both of them, and they're two good goalkeepers.
You brought in Cameron now from Barnsley on loan. That's a bit of a statement signing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the addition into our midfield, and I do feel he'll give us sort of both competition as well, and perhaps some quality. And it's an area where if we've had one or two injuries, we've been light sometimes. And I'm delighted overall as well, because I was very impressed with him last year when he played for Barnsley. It just hasn't quite worked out for him this year, but that's to our advantage, because other than that he wouldn't be here. And we're pleased to add him at 24, I do think as well. His best times are ahead of him. Our contract with him is between now and the end of the season, and I'm certain he's a player that can help us to win games, to help us to improve. So with him, with Seddon, with Hackett Fairchild, we've balanced off, we feel, in terms of strengthening midfield, but also bringing two left footers into the group, which there's been too many games, particularly of late, where we've had no left footers on the pitch, and that's frustrating.
I would imagine you'd had to fend off some competition for him. Yeah,
there was quite a lot of interest. He's obviously a West London lad, and Mum grew up in Pompey. His nan still lives in Pompey, so he has good links here, geographically as well. And in terms of the club, it does feel like quite a natural fit for him. And myself as a manager anyway, I'm looking forward to working with him.
Now, one of your players, Ross McCrory, is in Dubai. Did you explain that?
Yeah, he's obviously gone back to Rangers for them to check him out. They felt the best process for his rehab was to stay with them and go warm weather training. You know, we agreed with that. I did, and so did my physio. So communications between the two clubs has been good, and he'll be sort of back with us next week and fully fit and as you say, perhaps with a suntan as well.
Injuries list the same?
Yes, we haven't got any knocks from Tuesday night or from Fleetwood in terms of people added to the group. Ryan Williams, it would just be a little bit soon for him on Saturday. I had targeted maybe he'd be okay, but I don't think he'll be back. So, in terms of the group that travelled to Fleetwood and the group that went up to Walsall, is very much been a team effort. At times, the starting 11 has changed, and all we did on Tuesday was maybe swap some of the subs over for the starters, and that's it. Probably Ronan was the only one went right out to the 18, and he was at Walsall anyway as 19th man. So it's been the same group, and for the players out of the team at that particular point, it's their job to, one, be ready to come on, but two, to support the players that are in the team, and then as a group through all of the competitions and the priority is Saturday. There is no doubt about that. We have to make sure we focus and we win, and for those lads to support each other and play as a team is an absolutely massive thing and going to be a big part of the running.
Brought in 2 players then. Do you ideally see any more?
Yeah, with the 3 lads we've added, we're pleased. We do feel that 2 left footers and then a central midfield player have complemented what we've got, and we hope, and Seddon's had a good start, probably had the most games anyway of the 2. For Rico, just rolled his ankle on Tuesday night, but only his second day in, but he'll be fine as well. And as you say, for Cameron McGeehan just joining the group today really, and we'll see how they go, but I'm pleased with the additions of those guys, and if we feel we need to strengthen along the way, fine. I'm looking towards my treatment room as well, if McCrory, if Houndstrup, if Brown, if Williams, if lads like that can come back, what more? There's some good players there as well, so we have to balance bringing people in with getting people fit for the second half of the season and hopefully be as strong as possible for the run-in.